Greetings everyone, love and peace to all that is present here. Welcome to Voyance Avenue. Here, we closely observe supernatural phenomena from various individuals throughout the world, such as astral projections, ayahuasca ceremonies, near-death experiences and more. Today we have an incredible story that was found on Reddit, where this person thoroughly explains his near-death experience. Although this person didn't explain what led them to near-death, the journey they went through was captivating enough to give a listen to. Also, be sure to subscribe to the channel, as it will help us towards our goal of reaching 1,000 subscribers for monetization. We hope that this person's experience will bring you a sort of enlightenment on what lies on the other side. Now on with the story.
I felt like I was taking up 3/4 of my room, 14 feet by 12 feet, like I was crammed into it and my soul was too big for where I was standing. I felt like a giant. Then I felt my entire awareness expand into an extra dimension beyond the 3D plane, like my entire mind was consumed by the true depth of what reality is really like. I'd always thought that when someone described the other side as being more real than real, that they meant that it felt like 8K resolution while we're living in 4K resolution now. That's not the case at all. There's an entirely new depth/dimension of realness to true reality. The difference is greater than when you compare a 2D image to something three-dimensional. I really can't stress this enough. To compare it to how reality for us on Earth feels like right now. It's like the difference between a dream and being awake. It felt like one would need to qualitatively combine 1,000 Earth realities to match the depth of realness that the other place has. It's like we're on Earth having inserted ourselves into Sims characters or dolls in a dollhouse to play. Everything on Earth looks plastic and fake to me since that day. I instantly felt the most intense love and life feeling. If the word life had an essence, that was completely unimaginable and that words cannot describe. The love I felt was so intense that I could physically feel it throughout my soul body. And I instantly recoiled in horror at the realization that all of my suffering on Earth was meaningless. And that true reality is nothing but love and life. There was a soul song that had a depth/dimension to it, that no audio or song on Earth has or could ever compare to. It was like the hum of millions of voices each talking distinctly and individually, but together in a wholeness to create a single sound that vibrated my very being, and imbued the very essence of the words life and love into my soul. The atmosphere was like the lively chatter of a tropical rainforest if the density were multiplied by millions of times. It was so beautiful and felt so good that I was crying the whole time. The feeling is so distinct and unique, that trying to explain this to you is like trying to explain what it's like to see to someone who's been blind since birth. You really can't understand even if I tell you. It's not just a sixth sense. You are literally incapable of imagining what it's like even if I explain for thousands of pages. It's just so naturally unfathomable to the human mind. I never could have imagined such a feeling if I was given all of the time in the world to contemplate. Neither can you. My mind felt faster and more intelligent than the fastest of the world's supercomputers combined and multiplied. I've left out some of the experience and realizations, but I may be able to answer some questions. Edit: I can't see any comments on this thread for some reason, not even in my inbox for post replies. I've answered some questions on the other thread cross-posted to r/NDE that I'll copy/paste here. Question: did they tell you what the purpose of life is? Answer: the purpose of life is to have fun. There's the dual purpose of learning more about what it's like to experience different circumstances and different perspectives. But it's largely about enjoying yourself and spreading joy where possible. It's important to learn about love. I'll add that if you want to be extremely satisfied with this life when you're done, practice feeling as much love and acceptance for others as possible. Practice forgiving even the unforgivable. The light is all about perfect love. Over there, you will feel such deep affection for everyone and everything that it will fill your soul. Question: how are you doing? Dealing with your return? I think it is pretty difficult to come back. There must be a pretty important reason you came back. So thank you, even if you don't know what it is. Answer: the return's been difficult knowing that all of our suffering is meaningless, however temporary. I mentioned in a comment further down why I decided to come back. Question: may I ask when this estimated happened? Answer: It happened last year about 7 months ago. Question: have you been convinced/forced to come back? Or did you choose to come back? Or it simply happened? Answer: I chose to come back for certain reasons. Among those reasons was that I was starting to remember who I was as a soul and what we are, but didn't feel ready to remember that, and greatly didn't want to. There was a huge reluctance to give up this birth self that made me turn back. Though that part was entirely optional. No one is forced to remember anything or to become the higher version of themselves again. You can also simply choose not to go there if you wanted. Question: were you made aware of future events? Answer: none. But my perspective of things on Earth has changed drastically. Question: did you learn anything about the nature of the universe, time, space, reality, other worlds, etc.? Answer: this universe is a playground and school. True reality feels ridiculously real and also foreign to an extreme degree compared to what you're currently experiencing. We're not human or humanoid over there. Not in the least. Our souls look like the most beautiful emblems of gold light. We're souls playing as human characters in a 3D world. The same way you play as characters in a 2D video game. Any world you can imagine exists.
Such an amazing story, and great attention to detail he described in his experience. The message is quite simple, but is hard for people these days to grasp, since the current world that we live in is a little more self-serving, straying us further from the truth. My interpretation is that you don't have to be rich, famous, or some sort of extremely influential person, but to just be kind to others. Showing love to others will create a ripple effect that will bring us back to our origins and truth in this world. We've also found an inspiring message from another Reddit user that we think you should hear, and we will let you decide what to get out of these encouraging words from this wonderful woman. Have a listen.
This post is genuinely meant to inspire, and maybe in some ways help us all understand why we are on this beautiful and accommodating planet we call Earth. In no way what so am about to say can be proven, but just receive it as a beautiful thought, as the intentions came from love and light of intelligent energy long ago. Many eons ago, when we were all a vast collective consciousness, we were all patiently waiting for Earth to become this amazing hospitable planet we know it today. Many thousands of old souls, gods if you will, worked together to spin their energy together to make this beautiful planet we have. This Earth is here so each of our own unique intelligent energy could live out all of these dreams and out imagination in the physical form. The people that dream of engineering boats, planes, cars, buildings, create holograms in space, but come to Earth to build all this in the concrete form here because it is all math come to fruition. To play sports and games in the physical form with gravity is a way different experience than playing them in space. One comes to Earth to enjoy taste, to taste the food you made and to smell food again, to touch a soft flower, the cheeks of a baby's face, to feel the waves of the ocean crashing over your feet. Sometimes some of us take all of these wonderful things for granted. Pain and death are a gift. Some might not understand it here, but you will upon waking. 'Tis a gift. Endure it. A test as well, with each day giving you free will, choices leading to outcome, or just random happening that is part of the design changing with your choice. Be just. Be humble. Be forgiving. Soak in all that is felt, even pain. Too long in the love and light is just too long. One cannot have love without hate, day without night, pain without pleasure. Enjoy every moment here. It is a great design of ancient god technology. Imagine a energy technology instead of material. Intelligent energy masses wormholes away. Here is our present. 'Tis not hell. Heaven and hell is as we make it here. We all have a choice. Make it a good life through mental courage and perseverance. For those of you trying so very hard to find the will to go on after losing a loved one, think of a beautiful moment like this. Remember at the end of the movie Titanic? After Rose got really old and passed away, and met Jack in the afterlife on the grand staircase? Well, believe it or not, something very similar happens in the afterlife. once your time comes and you pass away. If one has an open mind, your spirit guide and a family member comes to meet you. They take you back to your star cluster, soul family, that consists of 15 to 25 people that are like-minded, soulmates, friends, spouse, and family. They all greet you and applaud you very similar to the way everyone applauded Rose for having the courage to go on after she watched Jack freeze and slip away. So just think to yourself, if you just have the courage to keep going, then in the spirit world, there is given much praise and huge respect for having such mental courage. I hope this helps anyone needing the strength to go on, make it a good life, and persevere for your loved ones because they would want you to.
We hope that you all enjoyed these stories as much as we did. We help bring out these stories for the curious minds, striving to know the secrets and true meanings to life. Again, be sure to subscribe to the channel to help us reach our 1,000 subscriber goal. And if you would like, you can also donate to help support our channel even further. The donation links will be in the description, and any amount will be greatly appreciated. Also, if you have any supernatural or paranormal experiences yourself, feel free to email us. If you would like your story to be heard, be sure to give us your name, or any alias you would like to be called, including your age and gender. We would gladly share your experience to others, as it will also help fulfill our purpose. Thank you for taking the time listening to these stories, and may your future days be filled with peace, joy, and blessings beyond. We love you all.